Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back. Oh, okay, is it working now? Okay. Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Terrible Theories. Um, and this one's about the new villain, or more specifically, who or what he or she could be. Now, initially, when I first saw the villain, I thought it was female. I thought it was a female because the face, while sunken in, looked incredibly smooth. The blonde hair. It had kind of a blondish gray hair. They had kind of a blondish gray hair, and in another shot of the trailer, you saw them from the side, and you saw that underneath their arm, their robe out around the chest area. And so I thought, okay, is this supposed to be a woman? Is this a woman? Um, and that led me to consider a possible theory that would have been really dark. I don't think they're going to go for this. I don't think that this is what they're doing. But my initial thought was, what if this was Zelda's mother? That somehow Ganon had like reanimated and possessed the dead corpse of Zelda's mother, which would explain the sunken in face and eyes, the pale skin, the grayish yet still blonde hair. It would all link back to this character being Zelda's mother. That would have been really cool. It would have been really dark, but really cool. But I don't think that's the direction. Recent trailer, we do get to see a well, in the most recent trailer, as well as like as well as a couple other screenshots that was released like a week ago. Um, we do get to see we do get a better look at this character. Um, and the bulge is actually coming from more of like just kind of like armor, like kind of like special armor and jewelry and everything that he's adorned with. So it has nothing to do with like whether or not his chest is bulging out or if like it's just armor. It's just armor and that kind of stuff. So most likely not female. Um, After getting a better look at the character, it does look a lot more manly. Still looks kind of feminine. It still looks pretty feminine, but definitely less feminine than before. It seems more like a male now than it did before. So, uh, how they thought it could be Yuga. Um, but I don't think that's who this is. I really don't think that's who this is. Um, some people are saying Yuga, and some people are saying that this could just be the Breath of the Wild version of um, Aghanim from A Link to the Past. Um, so some people are saying that this could be people are saying that this could be either of them. Um, I think it's someone else. Given the slenderness of this guy's body, this guy looks like he skipped the arm day, every exercise day possible. He is a twig. This dude is thin, like super thin. Um, and given the adornments, he's clearly a worshiper of Ganondorf, not Ganondorf. Um, So he somehow knows Ganondorf. He somehow knows that it's Ganondorf that uh and that makes me wonder, what else does he know? Does he know about how Ganondorf is a reincarnation of Demon King Demise? Does he know that? And sorry about that. If he does know, then that certainly makes identifying him a lot easier. Else he's wearing around his waist, around his belt line, he is adorned with a diamond belt buckle, like it is on his belt. Um, it's a diamond shaped. It's a diamond shaped gem, a diamond shaped red gem, and on his forehead, where he has the jewel that has um, the malice eye, it's not stuck to his head. He's wearing it. So there could be something underneath it. I believe that this villain might be a old timeline Girahim. I believe that Girahim is this new villain, that it is an old villain with just a new look. Because keep in mind, in Skyward Sword, when Demise was defeated, we never found out what happened to Girahim. Girahim was Demise's sword, and we never found out exactly what happened to Girahim. Girahim has the ability to change from sword to person at will. What exactly happened to Girahim after Demise was killed? We have no idea. We have no idea what happened to Girahim during all that time. So what if Girahim has been following the adventures of Link and Zelda, and he's been watching them. He's been watching them this entire time as they have overcome problem after problem. Every single game in the Zelda lineage he knows about. He knows how they win each time. He knows exactly how they win each and every time. And and so he's just kind of wandering. He's timeless, immortal, unable to age because he himself is not living. He is an object. He is a living. He is a sword. He is a sword given physical form. Um, and that kind of diamond on the belt, that's a detail that Girahim was famous for. And on his forehead, Girahim had a small diamond, a small red diamond in the middle of his forehead, one that was so small up by another adornment, one that has a malice eye on it. And I think that uh, he saw Calamity Ganon get sealed away the first time. I think he saw it. He saw those events. I think he saw those events. Um, and he decided to continue on in that world. He decided to continue on in that world and continue to keep an eye on things. And he eventually became the fortune teller. Um, And most likely he changed his appearance to make himself look more friendly and more presentable to the royal family so they would be more inclined to believe him. Um, and I think I think that after after giving them their warning, he started to um put all the Yigas get all the Yigas together in order to amass an army um worthy for his master, so that when his master revives and actually gains his physical form back, then Girahim will be prepared. He'll be ready. He'll be able to finally reunite with his master and be used as a sword once again. And yeah, so I really do believe that this is Girahim. And you know what the icing on the cake is? If this does turn out to be Girahim, this is just then it's just another way that the first Hyrule Warriors fits into this timeline. Because I have that theory that the first war against the Calamity, that's the first Hyrule Warriors. Um and then after after Ganondorf's defeat, his power is after Ganondorf's defeat, his power is sealed away. We don't know what happens to it. We never really see what happens to Ganondorf's body after he's defeated. So he could be sealed underground. He could be sealed underground. And what's one of the villains that teams up with him during that game? Girahim. So I think that this is Girahim. I think that that's how he knew what happened in the previous war, because he was a part of it. Uh, and then after Ganondorf was sealed away, and his body lay dormant. Uh, Create the That's when they end up creating the divine beasts and guardians and all that stuff. Um, and now Girahim's back, and he plans on helping to revive his master so that he can be finally reunited with his master and finally be the sword he was always meant to be. And I think that that's what's going to happen with him. But I'm curious. What do you guys think? Do you think that this new villain is Girahim? Or do you have another thought as to who it could be? Will it be someone that we already know? Or is it a completely new character? Honestly, as much as I want to believe, as much as I would love to believe this theory right now, and I think there is some merit to it, and I think there is a lot of evidence to support this. I also acknowledge that most likely this guy is probably just going to be a original character that is not going to have any sort of connection to any other character in previous Zelda games. That this is just going to be a new character they're going to introduce and then kill off in this game, and there probably won't be any big reveal as to who it is, since it's a new character. That's my guess. I would love to see this be like Girahim, because honestly, I feel like Girahim just kind of got the short end of the stick in Skyward Sword. He just kind of shows up a few times. He just kind of shows up a few times to annoy you. You fight him, and then Demise is revived, and he just becomes a. So I feel like he just kind of got the short end of the stick, and it would have been nice to have him be more of a bit more of a threat in the game, a bit more of a big villain in the game. Um, so if this game ends up doing that, awesome. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm ready for this game. And I'm also not ready. I'm not ready to cry. Oh man, it's gonna end in tears. I am not ready to see my fish wife will go. Okay, I look at her. Look how beautiful she is. Look at how beautiful she is. She's beautiful. I love her. I'm not ready to see Mifa die. I'm not ready to see Urbosa die. I'm not ready to see Daruk die. I don't fucking care about Falco. Uh, um, I mean, hey, if they like, I will say this: if this game actually makes me feel bad about Rivali's death, I will take back every bad thing I've ever said about him. If for that asshole's death, I will actually take back everything I ever said about him. Everything bad I ever said about him, I will take back. But that's just how confident that I don't think they'll be able to do it. Like, he's just such an asshole. Like, I don't know how you can like make things better with that. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hitting that notification bell, all that good jazz. It helps me out. And can we get to 300 subscribers by March? That would mean the world to me if we could. What do you think about this theory? Do you think that this new villain is Girahim? Do you think it's a new character, or do you think it's someone else that I didn't mention? Please let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to until the game comes out, and then I'm going to be going dark. So I'm going to be going dark for a couple days after that, till I finish it. But yeah, so just let me know in the comment box below, and until the next video, I will see you all then. Take care, everybody.